I'm just gonna continue the vibe of this. So, yeah. So I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna be like, hey, like, when it comes to like politics and religion, I just kind of stay out of that. Not saying that like I'm not a politically or spiritually incentivized person. I just think like I'm not. My job isn't to tell you anything because like I'm not a theologian and I'm not a political scientist. I have the things that I am active about. But I guess that being said, like there is one thing that I think like is a common thing amongst all that, and the irony is that like there is kind of a desire for change, and there is especially when you've kind of been under things personally in your life. I mean, there were so many themes in my music for a long time that like I didn't share with people because that was very personal to me. But they were reflections of a desire to have some sort of anchor in my life and have some sort of direction. C.S. Lewis wrote. I used to read a lot of C.S. Lewis. I really liked it. I mean, I read everything about every religion. Damn, bless you. That was about the truest sneeze I've ever heard. Who was that? That was powerful. Honestly, I wish I could sneeze like that. I don't know. I turned 35. I start sneezing like a dad. It's like, ha! Out of nowhere, scaring like literally everybody around me. That was nice. Anyways, yeah. So I don't know, man. I just I had felt like making music, writing, and songwriting, performing it and making a career out of it was a byproduct of a thing that I knew that I had that meant more to me than just like going and performing it for people. It wasn't just that. It was that there was this kind of sanctuary inside myself that I turned to all the time. And slowly, I think, whether it was abuse of a gift or a disregard or a taking for granted, that started to kind of slip a couple years ago, where it became less about that sanctuary and it became more about, how much can I do it, and how much can I go work, and I love what I do, but those quiet moments of just like sitting at the piano or sitting with my guitar at my house that used to be my bedrock for making sense of myself in the world was harder to come by. And that's part of that is just like life and whatnot. And a lot of it was the substance abuse and the numbing and constantly trying to fix things that I assumed were broken. And then after, I met my wife to be, I had like a pretty intense spiritual like epiphany. I don't know any other way to put it, but it was intense and it was very real with a capital R. And that's just not something that like, regardless of what things that come in that are real with a capital R, I don't turn away from. And all I really want to say about it is that the anchor, the characteristics of my faith in a higher power is not something that I want to proselytize or any of that. I just think it's an extension and maybe a clarification of how beautiful it is to have a gift and be able to share it with other people. And essentially, it makes me feel smaller in a good way, and it makes like doing something for others much bigger and more important. So that's what this song is about. Was that enough backstory for you? Yeah. All right. Let's go.
Well, the windows broke and the smoke escaped, and the light came through and I saw your face. All I ever wanted was to know your name. Out in the desert I've been waiting for rain. I thought I wanted bliss, but I needed peace. Sick of living inside the cold machine. I don't want nothing if it don't come clean. And next to you is all I ever wanted to be. Even in the thick of the storms, you were there still. Broke your heart to watch me swallow handfuls of pills. Scraping the bottom, I was desperate just to be found. But in the darkest hour, when I thought the light got killed, you were there still. 6 weeks on the road and a fade to black. Yeah, straight so far that I never come back. But you sent me a love like I never had. And from now on I'm giving it everything I have. 'Cause even in the thick of the storms, you were there still, loving me through all my failures and all my guilt. Scraping the bottom, I was desperate just to be found. But in the darkest hour, when I thought the light got killed, you were there still. You were there still. Even in the thick of the storms, you were there still, loving me through poison and all my shame and guilt. Scraping the bottom, I was desperate just to be found. But in the darkest hour, when I thought the light got killed, you were there still.
Cool. Oh, shoot. I love my revision of curse words. I've never said shoot in my life.